the summer of 2018, God first initiated with us what we now call the Roots Project. At the heart of the Roots Project has always been this phrase: pursue health and embrace growth. That we would always be a people that pursue Jesus and health and depth in Him, and then to embrace any of the growth that God would bring us along the way. The language was very consistent with what we began with in 2011 when we planted Antioch Community Church. There was a phrase that God gave us to be streams of living water in the desert. That's been our desire over these past many years, and it felt like the initiation of the Roots Project was adding to that streams of living water in the desert, this idea of roots. As it says in Jeremiah 17, roots that would extend into the water, extend into the stream, and thus become a tree who doesn't fear when the heat comes because its leaves are always green. It also says in Jeremiah 17 that it does not become anxious when there is famine because it bears fruit in every season. And I really believe more than ever before in what we're facing in the world around us today, that God has called us over this last year and a half to be a people that are rooted in Him because of the famine and the trial and the heat that we're facing in the world around us. More than ever before, we need to be a people that are rooted in Him. So that's the desire, that's the heart behind the Roots Project. And it's been a beautiful thing to see the church come together. Every single one of us in many ways have been needed to see this accomplished. We've already raised over $2.5 million as a church as we believe for this building to be built and believe for the influence that God wants to give His people to increase, to see our city reached, to see our nation reached, and the nations of the earth reached for the glory of God. We're so excited about the building being built behind us. We're excited about what that means for our community being able to influence the city that God has planted us. And we're excited about how each one of us is called to be involved. Over the next few weeks, we're going to have opportunities for you to be involved in the Roots Project. And I believe that process that God takes us through is one that is really rich for individuals and for families as we are given to the purposes of God. And so we encourage you to pray about how God would call you to be involved as we all join in together for His glory in all the earth.